What's up, everybody? Yeah, welcome to the Mike Dolce Show. Today, we're talking about alcohol drinking. Can you drink alcohol and still lose weight? Really, how much alcohol can you drink on your fat loss, weight loss, muscle building, strength building, athlete performance enhancing lifestyle? It's a question that comes up all the time. There's a lot of different opinions about it, and I want to set you straight, really give you the truth of the matter. This comes from a conversation earlier today I had over on our Instagram and TikTok pages. Click the link below the video to make sure you follow us on there because we have different conversations on different platforms. Also, check out our inner circle for much deeper dives into content that might be a little too risque for social media platforms. But also, it's the inner circle, so you get a deeper access to the information we have here. Plus, I answer questions in much greater detail. Click the link below to learn more about that. It is free, by the way. Now, how much alcohol can you drink in order to lose weight? A lot of fitness influencers think, hey, you can drink. You want to have a couple drinks, no problem. You want to have a couple drinks per day, no problem. Couple drinks per week, no problem. Couple days per month, no problem. Now, when I posted this earlier, it blew up. It's gotten viral on Instagram Reels. It's about to get there on TikTok because people are polarized. Some people get mad when they hear me say, hey guys, whoa, 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 slow down. You're not Rich Froning. You're not Matt Frazier. You're not John Jones. You're not Chuck the Iceman Liddell. You can't do what they do and assume you'll have the same benefits. This is one of the criticisms to my hot take. Now, before we get going, how much alcohol can you drink and still lose fat? Well, the answer is none. Whoa, that's not what you thought. No, before you leave, please hang out with me for a minute and I'll explain whether or not when you can have a little bit of alcohol here and there. I'm not saying you can't. I'm saying why you shouldn't until you hit a certain point. Please listen. People have gotten mad at me and get super mad at me and are flaming me right now on my own post where I actually flamed another fitness influencer. The guy was a total idiot. He said, hey, you want to lose fat? Don't worry. You can drink alcohol and lose fat. In fact, you can have a couple drinks per day. He said per day, a couple drinks is 2 to 3. Let's say 2 drinks per day. He said you can have 2 drinks per day and still lose fat. Do you think that's true? Do you believe that? Do you think he's honestly giving you the real information? You can have 2 Budweisers per day, every day. That's 60 beers. You can drink 60 beers this month and still hit your fat loss goals. That's what this guy was saying. Or even 90, because he said a couple beers. That's 2 to 3. Let's say it's 75 beers. We'll meet him halfway. He's saying you can have 60 to 90 beers per month and still hit your fat loss goal. You know that's not true. So let's all agree on that. It's probably not a good idea to drink 60 to 90 beers in a month when you're trying to lose body fat. We can all agree on that. So how much is the right number? Well, we'll say less. How much less? Well, how bad do you want to lose fat? Let's cut it in half. So now you can have 30 to 45 beers per month and lose fat. Well, geez, that doesn't sound right. That doesn't sound right. That's what? That's damn near 2 cases of beer. You can drink 2 cases of beer spread out over a month and still lose fat. That doesn't sound right. We can all agree that doesn't sound right either. So what's the right number? Well, the right number matters on how much fat you have to lose first. Now, let me give you a little bit of science. When we drink alcohol, which is a poison, alcohol is a poison. Don't talk about resveratrol, which is a component of the grape, which can be extracted and absorbed from eating an actual grape itself. So don't pretend like a glass of red wine is a life-enhancing nutrient when you can get the same beneficial resveratrol from eating a grape. Okay? It's not the glass of wine that is making you possibly, some studies, not all, highly refuted, by the way. But let's just say, all right, let's say there's a little bit of resveratrol and a little bit of red wine, but we can get that somewhere else without the alcohol. Alcohol is a poison. Alcohol is a poison, okay? Alcohol will destroy your liver. Alcohol will kill you. Too much alcohol, you will die, right? Too much alcohol, you'll die pretty easily. Very easily. Now, alcohol is a poison. How much alcohol can you drink in order to lose fat? Well, how much fat do you have to lose? If you're, I don't know, 25% body fat, which the average, listen to this is mind-blowing. The average American, male and female, is over 30 pounds overweight, 30 to 40 pounds overweight. Now, when I say overweight, I don't mean if you lose that 30 to 40 pounds, this is important. If you lose that 30 to 4 pounds, you won't look like me. Not even close. You won't look like, I don't know, Zac Efron. Nope, not even close. You won't look like, who's a famous healthy girl? Julianne Hough? I'm like totally like out of the pop culture loop. I don't know. Who's the famous pretty people, guys and girls in the world? You will not look like them. You won't look like Jason Statham or Hugh Jackman or whomever else is the fit person out there. You won't look like them if you lose 30 to 40 pounds. The average American needs to lose 30 to 40 pounds to simply be at a healthy BMI, medically determined healthy BMI. You need to lose 30 to 40 pounds just to get on the other side of the line that says those people are going to die early. You got to lose 30 to 40 pounds just to be on this side of the line, which, by the way, comprises of less than 40% of the population. Over half of the American population is overweight. It's actually closer to 3/4 right now. Over half, let me clarify this. Sorry, I'll say it more clearly. Half of the American population is considered to be obese. 3/4 of the American population is considered to be overweight, trending towards obese. That is a scary statistic, and I take no pleasure in saying that. It actually hurts my heart to say that. Because we know this. We know how to be on the right side of the line. But here we are. 3 out of 4 people that you know in your peer group, in your family, at your office, 3 out of 4 of you are overweight to obese, correct? Correct. 3 out of 4 people you pass on the street are overweight or obese, even skinny fat people, by the way. There are people that in clothes, they're really not big. They don't have the big, massive bellies. But when they take their clothes off, they have a very high body fat percentage. They're over 20%, close to 30% body fat, and they have very little muscle mass, which sometimes in some categories makes them even more susceptible to chronic illness and medical conditions because they have high body fat percentage and low muscle mass. Sometimes if you have high muscle mass and high body fat, I mean, that has a different array of negative health consequences, cardiovascular related, of course, because the larger body mass plus the muscle tissue creates a much greater strain on the heart. So it's not like good either way. Both ways bad. But I want to be clear because people are like, well, my cousin Shirley, she's, whatever weighs. No, she's 30+% body fat. That's unhealthy for men and women. Medically speaking, I don't care the way you look. I love curvy women, right? Maybe you love curvy men, curvy, whatever it is. I visually, I love curvy women, but I want them to be medically safe and healthy. I want them to follow the medical criteria to enhance their life and their utility and their longevity, right? So everything I'm saying is right out of the stats. Now, if you join my inner circle, you will hear me go deeper and share maybe not my quite politically correct take on things. I'm very prone to open my opinion up more inside my inner circle because I don't have to worry about getting censored and shadow banned like I have been on these channels. So I'm walking the line here. Definitely click the link below. Jump over to my inner circle. I'm going to talk about this here, and I talk about many other things. I do a deeper dive. But When we drink alcohol, alcohol is poison. The higher your body fat percentage, the less often you should drink alcohol, which is like never. And I'm going to be real here. Never. How often should you drink alcohol? Never. Never. You're on a fat loss routine, you're on a weight loss routine, you're on a muscle building routine, you're on a strength building routine. How often can you drink alcohol? Never. That's the answer. That's the honest answer. That's the best answer. Can you get away with drinking alcohol every so often? Maybe, but you will suffer. You will be at 100% without it, then you will start going down. Maybe it's only 99% good enough. Maybe it's 92% good enough. Maybe you're 86% good enough because of your individual physiology, the way that your body reacts to alcohol, all your external stressors, your lifestyle situation. And this changes season to season, day to day, person to person. How does your body handle and tolerate alcohol? What is your digestive environment like right now? And this is what I will say as I wrap this up for you. Drinking alcohol does a multitude of things to everybody. What does it do? It disrupts your digestive environment. Full stop. Drinking alcohol will disrupt your digestive environment. It will inhibit your body's ability to break down, digest, absorb, and partition nutrients as a result of the harsh digestive environment it is suffering from. Drinking alcohol damages your digestive system. Then your body has to take the time to fight the alcohol, get rid of the alcohol, and then repair the damage the alcohol created before it gets back to normal. We agree on that, right? We can all agree on that. Drinking alcohol damages you on the way down. That takes time for your body to repair. During that repair phase, your body is not accepting, digesting, absorbing, and partitioning, which is sending those molecules, those microscopic molecules to the cells of your body it needs to go. That whole process is disrupted simply because you had a drink of alcohol. That is true. Can you get away with it? Well, it depends on how much time you've already invested into your fitness career. If you're Rich Froning or Matt Frazier, these are just like the CrossFit dudes, because I know a lot of CrossFitters that they get drunk after their Saturday night workouts, and that's a party. They have a party. They train hard, they exercise, they do this stuff, and then they go and they get drunk afterwards. They have some drinks afterwards, as if they're the cool guys and the cool girls, but they're not. Now, they've invested time over their careers and years so they can get away with it, but it negates, and we understand this, post-exercise alcohol consumption negates many of the biochemical stimuli that is responsible for increased muscle gain, muscle tissue. It inhibits lipolysis and fat loss. It completely disrupts our insulin secretion and insulin production and insulin balance and insulin sensitivity. That's true. Alcohol is a nasty, nasty thing. Can you get away with it? Well, it depends on how much you have already invested into your fitness career, but it is still not optimal. It's like the Starship Enterprise, and they have their shields at full power, and they get hit with a photon torpedo. How's our shields holding up? Well, we're at 91%, Captain, and then boom, another photon torpedo. How's our shields? Well, we're at 76. And, you know, it's really weakening the shield around engine number 7. Ooh, let's not take a hit to engine number 7. Your liver, by the way, your liver, or maybe it's your esophagus. Maybe you're developing an ulcer because you've started to wear away the lining of your digestive somewhere along the line. Because alcohol is a poison and alcohol is detrimental. Alcohol on soft tissue. Think about that. Alcohol on soft tissue. Drink alcohol. How about this? Drink alcohol and hold it in your mouth. Hold it in your mouth for a minute, 3 minutes, 30 minutes. Hold a shot of whiskey in your mouth for 30 minutes and tell me, how does your mouth feel? Do your teeth start to hurt? Does your tongue hurt? How long do you think that drop of alcohol, that sip of alcohol, the shot, the glass, the bottle of alcohol is sitting inside your digestive environment? 12 hours? Or more? It's slowly slowly making its way through the soft tissue of your organs? Yikes, right? So how often can you drink alcohol and lose fat? Never. If you're already in amazing shape, and some people say, well, what about John Jones? John Jones could certainly drink and do fine. John Jones has been an elite athlete since he was a pre-teenager. John Jones has been training as an elite athlete for 2 decades. You are not John Jones. You are not Brett Favre. You are not any of these athletes that John Jones will be in the gym for 6 hours and outwork everyone in the room because he's genetically predispositioned to be special. You are not. You are not. For every one John Jones, there is 100 million humans that would love to be John Jones and simply cannot be because they don't have the genetic predisposition to do so. And John has gotten away with bad, and I don't want to use John. He's a friend. Well, friendly, professional acquaintance, right? I'm not bagging on John here, but he's a great example. And John will tell you himself, he has wasted years of his career due to his alcohol issues. Years of his life have been burnt to the ground because alcohol issues. And that's another issue. The emotional, psychological, chemical dependency people establish with alcohol. So when I tell you, don't drink alcohol for the next 30 days. And that's I'm going to throw that out there. Do it or don't do it. I'm going to say do it. I'm going to do it. I don't drink alcohol anyway. I don't care. Not that I don't love a cold beer sitting on the dock with the boats floating by and a big plate of sushi on my table and my family around me. I love that. I can get away with that, by the way, because I do it so rarely it doesn't even register. It is statistically, alcohol consumption is near zero. Statistically, it's zero in my life. So I could sit on the dock and have a beer or two and be fine almost the next day, although I will have digestive discomfort. It'll take me about 3 days to process it out and get back to peak form. And if I do that a couple days a week, guess what? I am immediately on the backslide and I'm already in crazy shape. I'm already at my ideal body fat percentage. I'm already at my ideal athletic muscular performance criteria. I'm already there. And if I start drinking alcohol once or twice a week, slowly I will fall off my peak and backslide. 100%. And I'm probably more dedicated in every other aspect of my life than the average person, I would say. I set a bedtime for myself and I stick to it. I ensure deep quality, restful sleep. I drink 6+ liters of water per day every single day without question. Never far away, without question. I eat high net nutrient, healthful, whole foods, almost completely organic. Like, without question, this is just my life. And alcohol will jack me up, so it'll jack you up. That's the point to all this. Now, I know that there's some questions in here. Let me briefly run through and answer. Thank you guys all for being here. I appreciate you. Let me answer some questions. Feel free to ask any questions. And again, click the link for the inner circle. It's totally free. It's free. It's free. Check it out. I think you'll love it. Alcohol is haram for a reason. My Muslim friend, I agree. I am drunk right now, Mike. I can drink beer and lose weight, but I cannot drink and be healthy. I know this, but it's an issue. Well, Ben, you can until you can't. This is another criticism someone said. Dolce, you're conflating the issue. This guy said you can lose fat while drinking alcohol. You're saying it's not healthy to drink alcohol. Said, I'm conflating it. Well, guess what, dickhead? Not you, Benjamin, the other guy. If you're not healthy, do you think your body is operating optimally? Isn't it like a matter of moments before your fat metabolism starts to suffer? Doesn't that make sense? If you're not healthy, don't you think now you're more prone to injury and illness? If you're not healthy, do you think you're able to train at the proper intensity, volume, and duration? If you are not healthy, do you think your cardiorespiratory system will be functioning at a manner that allows you to stimulate the reduction of stored body fat? So if you are not healthy, you are not losing fat optimally. Duh. Not you, Benjamin, once again, the idiot from my Instagram page, who's probably, I'm sure, following here. But doesn't that make great sense? Health is cosmetics. Health is cosmetics. That is the whole foundation of the Dolce diet. We do not follow a sport goal set. We do not follow an aesthetic goal set. Those are byproducts of us keeping you healthy, which is why we work with the world's greatest athletes and have proven exactly what I'm saying. David, what's up, coach? Yes, you can use alcohol and still lose weight, but something will give. Health, focus, skin, mood, etc. It all gives. It all gives. Haram, Benjamin, exactly. Thoughts on Jerry Ward? Jerry was a friend. And I don't want to blow by this, but I'm going to do a video on Jerry Ward. I'll probably do the video tomorrow because I have my thoughts. It took me some time to collect my thoughts on the passing of my friend Jerry Ward and friend of many in the industry. So I have things to say about Jerry, of course, that I want to give him the respect he deserves in a full conversation. Thank you for asking, Brian. Believe it is possible, but you should do more sport or eating less. Well, I think you just heard what I said. You can drop fat while drinking beers, though. 7 calories per gram of beer. Adjust for your carbs. And this is B33. This is a very myopic view where people only think of, well, it's calories in, calories out. It's not. Because what happens? When you drink alcohol, you cause severe dysfunction to your digestive environment. Okay? So now the foods that you're eating are not digested appropriately. Okay? Now, by drinking alcohol, you oftentimes get upset stomach, diarrhea, indigestion, gas. You become very uncomfortable. When you drink alcohol, of course, sleep is disrupted. People say alcohol makes me sleep. I just drink so I can unwind at night. It makes you lethargic. It makes you sleepy, but it inhibits you from getting deep sleep. You may fall asleep, but when you drink alcohol, this is all proven. I mean, this is known. I'm not saying anything that is controversial here. When you drink alcohol, you do fall asleep relatively easy, but you don't fall to proper sleep. You don't get into a deep sleep. Your quality of sleep suffers almost to the point that it's like you didn't sleep at all. You stay basically in that twilight because of the alcohol, the poison. Your body's been poisoned. Even though you're shut off and you black out, you're unaware of the world, you have still not initiated the process of repair and regeneration. So in a very short period of time, B3, drinking alcohol has the negative opposite effect. Amazing Grace, thank you for the super chat donation. Very kind of you. I certainly do appreciate that. It's very cool, not lost on me. My question is, can I build muscle at my age, 48, or am I just maintaining? It will be harder, for sure. It will definitely be harder. It is definitely possible. Your training history matters, of course. If you click the link below, we actually work with Marek Health. I would strongly suggest you click the link. You go to marekhealth.com/Dolce. You get the comprehensive male. I have a male and female blood panel. Get your blood panel done, and I am happy to review it with you. The doctors at Marek Health will review it with you. This way, we can determine very specifically how to maximize your muscle building, maximize your fat loss, maximize your health. How to undo a lot of the damage that life has certainly served your way. So click that link below, marekhealth.com/Dolce. Jesse, if during fight week we're balancing out our coffee and tea intake with equal amounts of water on top of our reverse pyramid. If you're already, Jesse, over the 4 liter to the 6 liter or more level, you don't have to worry as much about drinking more fluid volume to match the addition of green tea or black coffee. It really becomes negligible at that point, because at that point, you're super hydrated. Ryan W., admittedly, you drink too much and you need to quit. Ryan, acceptance is step number 1, my friend. I would strongly suggest you seek out a support system. If you can find a meeting in your area, if you can find someone who has walked this journey in your circle, I would strongly suggest you find someone to be your support during this time. I would love to see you stop cold turkey. Well, I'm not a medical professional. This is not medical advice. This is just a friend right now. I would love to see you appropriately get off alcohol and avoid it forever. I will tell you firsthand, alcohol is poison. Alcohol is destructive. Alcohol tears down everything around you, including your health, not just your health, but your family, your interpersonal relationships, everything about you, your sense of self. Alcohol will destroy. David Sinclair said you should drink 1 glass of wine for longevity. I believe, and I drink it for immune system. 1 to 2 glasses is good. Thanks for the good content. Lazar, David Sinclair is wrong about many, many, many things. David Sinclair does not practice what he preaches. David Sinclair says, well, you can have a glass of red wine because David Sinclair likes to drink the scotch and the whiskey, which he talks about if you listen to enough of what he says and if you know people in common like I do. David Sinclair says you should fast for longevity when David Sinclair doesn't fast because he eats breakfast every day and he eats a late afternoon lunch. David is eating multiple meals per day. David Sinclair does not embrace, David Sinclair speaks on the benefits of high heat and low temperature immersion as being equal or greater than fasting, but David Sinclair doesn't like to do that. Therefore, he doesn't do that. David Sinclair speaks about the importance of high-intensity resistance training as being equal or better than fasting, but David Sinclair doesn't do that either. The only thing David Sinclair does is he talks about fasting, which he himself doesn't do, and he over-prescribes fringe supplements to himself because he, in my opinion, and I'd be happy to speak to him, is too lazy to go to the gym and train at high intensities. Him with his little dumbbells and his little pedals under his desk do absolutely nothing to increase longevity. It's a good soundbite. That's it. He avoids hard work. He avoids high heat. He avoids cold water immersion. But he likes a little bit of drink and he likes a little bit of dessert. And if you listen to him talk enough, he talks about it. I don't listen to David Sinclair when it comes to such things. There's too many flaws and contradictions. And Lazar, you cannot hang your head on the one thing that you like without looking at the totality of the content being put out. David Sinclair is the one who's been talking for years about how everyone should be on metformin. And the recent metformin trials have come back and shown absolutely not. Metformin by far does more harm than good for the vast majority of the population, especially the already healthy population. So David Sinclair can have his hypothesis and he can theorize, but that's not what's happening here. He's putting out his fact. Jesse stopped drinking over 3.5 years ago, and my wife has also stopped, not to lose weight, but to be better, our mental and emotional health. Ain't that the truth, my man? Good for you, brother. Proud of you guys. Of course. That is awesome. Rob Hill, my issue is soda, and it's definitely destructive. Teeth, skin, stomach, horrible. Yeah, man, you think soda's bad? How about this? Most people will drink their liquor mixed in soda. Give me a rum and Coke, please. Right? How about that? How horrible is that? Lots of people will mix their alcohol with sodas because they need sugar to make the alcohol more palatable while destroying their health. Soda is horrible. I would say soda is equally as horrible or in the same conversation as alcohol. Well, guys and gals, I appreciate you all for being here. Subscribe to this channel wherever you're watching it if you have not already. Bang, give this video a thumbs up. I appreciate all the engagement from you. Definitely check out our sponsors. There's some really cool stuff down there. And click the link for our inner circle. Join the inner circle. I'm going to go on there. I'm going to record a video for there right now, deeper on this topic, and post it to the inner circle. If you join up now, you'll get a notification. You'll be able to watch that and then reply in deeper, greater detail. And you can reply in video. You could actually post video replies onto my broadcast messages inside the inner circle, which is awesome. Anyway, guys and gals, I appreciate you all for being here. And until next time, boom.